Yo guys, how's it going? It's me, Arctic Phoenix. Today's video, we are going over the character Keqing. Now, I managed to pull her on the character event, going for Tartaglia, so I managed to get this on my old account, and this one is my free-to-play account. So I basically lucked out with a character that I didn't have on my main account, so that is actually pretty good. Keqing is pretty fun to use, actually. Like, her talents are pretty unique, I guess. Her elemental burst isn't the best, but that's not the important part. Her charged attacks are a monster at DPS. I'm not quite adventure rank 30 on this account. I want to get to 30 so I can actually increase my world level, because this world level is way too easy for this character at this power level. So I've already got like over 1,000 attack. I actually did manage to get the Lion's Roar sword, which is practically the best 4-star weapon you can get for her. This one increases damage against pyro or electro affected enemies, so even if you're like triggering pyro or electro related effects, it's really good. It just increases like all of your damage by 20%, which is really good on here. For artifacts, I still don't have the artifact domains unlocked for the legendary versions, so basically I'm just running the Berserker set and also energy recharge, because the 4-piece Berserker set doesn't really help me that much, because I already wasn't taking enough damage to actually get below the 70% health threshold anyway. So as you can see, for main stats, Keqing does scale off of crit damage, so this is steadily increasing. I believe I've gotten plus 9% on here, because the baseline is 50% crit damage. Also, crit rate up here is at 30%, which is pretty decent, although you do want to shoot for at least 50% crit rate, because that will actually allow you to crit pretty much almost constantly. It's not necessarily every other, it actually is kind of better than every other, because you have a 50-50 chance of actually landing it, so more often than not you're actually hitting it, which is good. Energy recharge on Keqing isn't that much of an issue, because her elemental burst only uses like 40 energy, I believe, just like Deluxe. For the talents, her E basically just shoots a little thing out into the distance, which you can teleport to, and this does do damage on hit, which is like 52% at this level. And then also the slashing damage is 181% of the attack, which is pretty good because this is actually going to scale up a lot. Thunderclap slash damage. I believe this is the rest of the slash damage that you get beyond that stuff. The cooldown is pretty short, especially because it takes time to use it, and it starts it while you have the lightning stiletto on the field. So you can also hold this to adjust the direction, and this is perfect because you can actually, what you can actually do with that is you can hold it up in the air like this, teleport it up there, it shoots up pretty far, you can just teleport here, and it's basically like Venti's E. Her ult right here, basically it just puts a whole bunch of slashes all around you. It's pretty good AoE damage, although shielded enemies tend to block and not take any damage if you are if you're trying to hit them, because it doesn't go through shields, and it hits like directly on the front of their shield, so they just block stuff. So that's a bit annoying. For her first passive, this goes along with her E, and so within the 5 seconds of casting that, the Stellar Restoration, you basically get your normal and charged attacks into electro damage, which is good because if you run like electro damage boosting artifacts, that's where you're going to be getting most of your damage from. Or you could choose to go with just straight attack bonuses, which would effectively do the same thing, although I would not recommend physical damage bonus artifacts, because if you're using this, you're actually losing out on damage, so you'd effectively be doing less damage if you did activate the lightning right there. The second passive basically increases the crit rate and energy recharge during your super's duration, so that's going to help you get the super up a lot faster. I mean, it's a pretty subpar super, but you can make it pretty good with the increased crit rate. Crit rate is definitely pretty good because she scales off of crit damage once again. But anyway, we're going to test out the damage here on this cryo flower. That is my world level. So I mean, I guess this is a good demonstration, but I did end up upgrading her artifacts, so she's pretty powerful. So I need to break this.
Got lucky that time. Don't blink.
So her E doing a pretty good amount of damage. I need to regen some of my stuff so I can actually
Speed of light.
doing a pretty good amount of damage. Okay, let's see. We're gonna break this. There we go. It's broken. Let me do this. I'm slowed, but we're still doing lots of damage right here. And so you can do your E again to give you a little bit more energy, so you can do that twice. And then pretty much you just swap on over. Like, her ult pretty much is only good for actually regenerating some of her HP if you are doing damage with her charge attacks. Also, her E does help you get a little bit more time to recharge your energy too. But that's basically it for this character. I will probably do another video once I get her to like level 80, I think, or a lot higher up there with some better artifacts and more of a build. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been your boy, Electro Phoenix. I'll see you all in the next one. Farewell.